The zebra dome, in its natural habitat, was once looked at as an elegant dessert, but has now become a recipe's worst nightmare. But throughout all of this, we will discover a solution.
What did you throw in there? Oregano? Rosemary? Then what was all the flipping and all the throwing?
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Remy's Apprentice. Today we will be looking at a recipe for zebra domes. Keep in mind that everything that you find online is not true, but with enough research, you can find exactly what you're looking for. Let's start with our sponge cake. We're going to want to start with 6 whole eggs, half teaspoon of baking powder, 1 whole cup all-purpose flour, 1 cup granulated sugar, and 4 ingredients equal sponge cake. Add eggs to a stand mixer while incorporating 1 cup of sugar little by little. While eggs and sugar mix, add half of the flour to a sieve, then baking powder, and then the rest of the flour on top, then sifting ingredients into a mixing bowl, allowing to mix for 3 to 5 minutes before adding to a greased pan and placing in a 350-degree oven for 23 to 26 minutes. Original recipe calls for 4 cups cream for whipping, 2 packets of gelatin, and 1 pound melted milk chocolate. Add 5 egg yolks to a bowl. Half cup of sugar to egg yolks. Whisk and set aside. Add 2 ounces of espresso, 2 ounces of Kahlua, 2 ounces Irish cream. Add gelatin while double boiling. Whisk together and set to the side. Whisk together a quarter of our cream at a time with our chocolate. Then add egg yolks. Then add liqueur filling. So what happened here was that the chocolate at room temperature was mixed with cooling ingredients, which caused the chocolate to harden and have chunks of chocolate arise. Following the directions to a T does not always get you where you want to be. Needless to say, this recipe is not it. And what is sad, the internet is saturated with this recipe for zebra domes. The directions were poorly written, the mousse turned into a soupy substance, and wouldn't harden after it sat in the fridge all night. The alcohol content was way too high, and the melted chocolate was overpowering to the cream. Also, read the comments from people that publish these recipes along with the reviews from others before attempting. After reading the comments while my anger smoldered, I found that the publisher received this recipe from a cast member at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, not even a chef, and others had complained about the same issues I was having.
No! You threw off my groove!
Alright guys, I took a day off camera to write my own recipe. Let's roll up our sleeves and make this easier. Let's condense this and whip 2 cups heavy cream. While your cream whips, add 1 packet of gelatin to 2 ounces of cool water. When cream is completely whipped, place in fridge until chocolate is melted. Set up double boiler and add 10 ounces milk chocolate, 3 ounces heavy cream, 2 ounces espresso, 2 ounces Kahlua, mix until creamy and add gelatin. Rotate your chocolate on and off the double boiler to ensure that the chocolate does not burn until gelatin is completely dissolved. When chocolate has a smooth appearance, strain through a sieve. Now this part does become a little tricky. First, ensure that your chocolate reaches room temperature while ladling little bit by little bit while simultaneously folding your chocolate in. After folding in your chocolate and taking your time not to overmix, you should have something that looks like this. And now it's time to add our mousse to our dome FlexiPan before cutting out our sponge cake bases. Place in freezer and allow to set for 3 hours. When 3 hours are complete, add 1 packet of gelatin to 2 tablespoons of water. Then break out 6 ounces heavy cream and 2 ounces sweetened condensed milk before setting up your double boiler and mixing your ingredients in the same order as the milk chocolate ganache. Then strain through a sieve, ensuring your ganache is smooth and creamy. Next, we want to pop out our domes from our FlexiPan and add to a rack before coating our white chocolate ganache. When domes are coated, add to refrigerator for a half hour to firm. This will also give a chance for the mousse to soften. 10 minutes before, melt down 5 ounces of dark chocolate before adding to a piping bag, allowing it to cool at room temperature, ensuring not to melt your white chocolate ganache. I have to admit that I really didn't know if this episode was going to happen due to the recipe ordeal, but I have found that when you write your own recipes, you discover better flavors and textures. Until next time guys, cheers.